for new players. Every year we are seeing many good three-point plays. Tonight, for example, this year specifically tonight, Marcus Smart.
Yeah. Steph definitely inspired a big change in the league in terms of the volume of three-point shooting that exists, but also the distance from which players are willing to shoot the ball. It seems to me that the players used to shoot the ball from just beyond the line, and now you got guys shooting from 3-4 feet beyond the line, which means you, as a defense, you have that much more court to cover. And I think Steph inspired that change.
Are we going to see the 4 points before you retire?
God, I hope not. What a horrible rule that would be.
You guys played two East contenders to start this road trip. Obviously, lost the both. I mean, have you liked how you played against them, or like which kind of?
I didn't love tonight. I thought we played better against Philadelphia. I didn't think we played particularly well tonight. We hung in there, we fought, which was good, but we weren't very sharp. They got a ton of offensive rebounds, and our early turnovers put us in a hole. Boston's very good defensively, and they put us in a lot of predicaments offensively and forced a lot of those turnovers. But yeah, I thought we fought, but we didn't play particularly well.
Say anything to Draymond after that walk-in turnover that he had?
It was just kind of amusing. I told him, I called a play, and I said, Draymond, you handle, meaning he's going to bring the ball up, and he started to bring the ball up. I forgot to tell him, you got to throw it in first. So we just had a chuckle over it.
What was the reason for the offensive rebound? Was it just effort, or did you see something else out there?
Lack of focus, and then they're a very athletic team. They got a lot of long, athletic wings, and coming in from the weak side with long shots, long rebounds. They're tough to keep off the glass, but there were plenty of them where we were negligent. We got to stay in there and put a body on somebody.
Before Steph comes back, what ways do you think you guys can generate a bit more offense? Because that's obviously kind of maybe the major issue.
Yeah, I mean that's what we're trying to figure out and trying to accomplish. If I have some more ideas, you'll see them. But right now we're trying to bring along these young guys. It's tough because we're trying to bring a lot of them on at the same time. Maybe we might try to change the lineups a little bit so that we're not bringing in 3 or 4 young guys at the same time. But we'll have to look at that. And all in all, we just have to keep fighting, maybe experiment a little bit with some things. But the goal is to keep getting better individually and collectively. And if we do that, it becomes a productive season.
As an opposing coach, Steve, what did Jayson Tatum return from a groin injury tonight? Seemed to pace himself pretty well. From your perspective, what have you seen in terms of his growth this game?
He's coming into his own. He's at the point where now he knows the NBA, he knows the players, he knows what he can get away with, with the refs, and he just knows the tricks of the trade. And he's gotten a lot stronger over the last couple of years. So, and he was named an All-Star today, I hear.
Yes.
So I'm really happy for him. He deserves it. Great young talent.
You mentioned his growth, his development, his strength also. He seems to be growing as a defensive force out there. You mentioned Boston's defense. How big of a part of their defense do you see him? How big of a role do you see him playing in that defense? Yeah.
Well, they're a good modern defense in that they throw a lot of versatility at you between Jayson and Marcus, Jalen, Gordon Hayward. I mean, they've got guys who can switch all across the floor. And the key to that is having the strength to be able to withstand bigger players going down on the block. And all those guys I just mentioned are strong, just physically really strong. And so they can stack up against anybody in the league defensively. I think they might be the best defensive team we've seen all year. All right.
Thanks, Steve.
We will bring a few guys out here. Locker room will be open in